Pisces, welcome to your November forecast. Let's see what's coming towards you for the whole month of November. All right, how is everyone doing? So let me know if you enjoyed, or at least found entertaining, the Sunday reading. You just never know what's going to come out when you start digging into other people's energies like that. They were kind of wild and crazy, those readings. Okay. We're going to do it some more, though. All right. Here we go, Pisces. I'm probably going to start doing some live readings as well. All right, Pisces. November forecast. What is coming towards Pisces? All right. Solitude. Okay. Maybe some time off, some time away, a break. I just heard Ross from Friends say, we were on a break. Intrusive thoughts. Let me turn my light up just a little bit. It's too bright. But that gives me a whole chunk just fell out. That gives me a hermit feeling. I'm just wanting solitude. Quiet. All right. Attraction. All right, you have this supermoon with a 44. And we see that person just by their lonesome there. Maybe you're attracting some solitude. You're just wanting peace and quiet. You'll get it. If that's what's on your mind, you will seek it out. This could also be saying that whatever you're wanting to attract might need to clear your mind and focus in on what it is you're wanting to manifest. Using that solitude, like a meditation, focus, concentration, that sort of thing. Mora, she who hesitates. Ponder, delay, confidence. I am getting a feeling here, Pisces, of slowing things down, reducing the static interference in your brain in order to get in alignment with what you want or something you're wanting to focus on. There could be a delay in what you're trying to manifest. Not that that's a bad thing. It just might take more time than expected. You could be hesitating to do something as well. Okay. Hesitation, but also R&R, but I'm feeling that it feels like a timeout, you know? We have a clock there, the time turner. We have a clock down there. It's time for some type of a break. 5 of Wands. This could be the intrusive thoughts that I was just feeling. Your mind. I know that's Wands, but 6 of Swords, going to calmer waters, because this would be not calm. You have 4, 5, 6. That's no coinky dink. So I do feel like this is the mind. This does feel like you're trying to find a place where you can relax. It's like you go to lay down somewhere and there's all this noise and ruckus and all this stuff going on, and you're like, well, I can't focus here. I can't do what I need to here, and so you leave. It feels very like a practical kind of message like that. It's like, okay, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this. I can't think straight. 9 of Wands. It's like you're saying, you're putting your foot down. Can y'all just be quiet? Or something like that. Knight of Pentacles. This almost feels like that side eye, like I just told you. You know. The moon, there you are, Pisces. You're here. You're wanting this rest and relaxation. That's what I'm feeling very heavily here. You're wanting this solitude, or you're needing it. Because we have the wounded warrior here, and we have this gentleman trying to relax, trying to, find some peace and quiet. And it's like you're standing guard over it. It's like you really need this. Maybe you don't know how badly you need this. Like, let nothing disturb this. Oh, do not disturb. That's what that is. I can't, that's just the plainest message. I can't get it any clearer. Do not disturb this solitude, this rest. And look, oh, look at that. The bird. That's the confirmation right there. Wow. But the sad thing is, it's like you're not wanting to go anywhere. You're not wanting to move, but it's like you're being, I don't mean move as in houses you very well may be noisy neighbors. Could be. But you really don't want to go. That's the Knight of Pentacles. You're like, why should I have to leave? Yous guys are the ones making all the noise. I've had this happen to me in my life. More on campus, in college. I had crazy neighbors. And when I say crazy, I mean literally certifiable. They probably should have been in a mental institution. I am not kidding. There is no doctor in the world that's going to tell a young woman that is going to prescribe to her to slam herself against the wall, because that's what she told the RA that her doctor told her she needed to do at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. She was nuts. I couldn't take it. I was the one that ended up having to move to a different unit. It was like, whatever. So there's something here that needs to be done. Movement needs to happen here to get away from this. Excuse me. That's what I'm feeling here. I get the feeling you don't feel like it should be you that has to move, but guess what? For your peace of mind, Pisces, you got to go. You got to move to calmer waters. You got to put yourself first, your own mental health, well-being. You got to go. That's probably the only way this situation is going to be resolved, is if you remove yourself from it. Because I don't feel like whatever is going on here, and I'm just getting the generalities of it, not generals, as in, I was looking at the Wounded Warrior, that they're not going to fix it. This is something you're going to have to do, take control of your emotions here and move towards what's best for you. And I wouldn't delay. I wouldn't, if it's causing you that much, if it's disturbing your peace that much. You've been looking, maybe looking for another place. I get a serious sense of you wanting to remove yourself from a situation. Whether it's actual, like, a physical move. This could be work related. It could be neighbor related. I'm not sure. But there's some kind of noise and interference here. Bless you. But there's something going on here. You may have had to move before you even found another place, which is like, how? Oh, look, choosing another path. You may have liked where you really were. You didn't really want to go. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is saying. But your fortune, I think, is elsewhere. I think things are going to turn around for you once you make this decision and you move forward. I see that you're doing it. It's almost begrudgingly. making a choice. You have 2 cards here of making a choice. You have Gemini. You're choosing yourself is what you're doing with that card. Okay? And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, or what I'm forecasting, is that you eventually have to put yourself first. There it is. You got to follow your heart. You got to put yourself first. You got to love yourself, your sanity. And there, look at that. There's the move. There's the move. Wow. Some of you are really in something here. Something is disturbing your peace. And there's definitely expansion here. There's expectation. This feels like a search online somewhere. Where can you go? But the Lovers is Gemini energy here. Excuse me. And I think you're communicating with your higher self for sure. Because we have you showing up here as the moon. You don't really know how this is going to go. Hopefully your next neighbors or whatever situation, the next thing you're going into is going to be better than what you're leaving here. That's disturbing your peace. And it could be that you've been in that situation, home, whatever, for a while. You're comfortable, but then you're uncomfortable for whatever happened. You know, I could be really comfortable for a while in a place until a new neighbor moves in that's a jerk, inconsiderate. But I feel like you're putting your needs first here. You're choosing a path here that's about you and your happiness, your mental health. You know, it's kind of like mothering yourself. You could be moving back home for a little bit, some of you, or with someone who's like, well, you know, come over here temporarily until you find a place. If it's that bad, you know, get out. Now we have some pentacles here. So for some of you, excuse me, it could be work related. Another card of Mercury, and we have Mercury there. Some of you might be getting some family assistance with this move, whether it's physical, like helping you move things. I get a moving feeling from this reading for most of you. If it's not an actual physical move, it's emotional or something like that, right? But this tower falling, it feels like an actual physical change in residence. And it wasn't something you expected to do. This does feel like it's happening kind of out of the blue because you can't get any peace, any rest. But I do feel like you have some type of family help and assistance here with this move. That was unexpected. So that, to me, that seems like it's, you know, it seems kind of abrupt and sudden, but I do feel like you have help. And look at that. You got the 10 of Cups coming out. The 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So now for some of you, this could be work related. Now we have all these Pentacles coming out. It could be work related, that there's some kind of turmoil at work. You know, people not getting along, and you just have to go elsewhere. But we have the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles down here. So this is one of those things where this is that calm after the storm. All this is just shaking everything up. But I think in the long run, you'll look back and be like, oh, well, you know, that actually turned out well. Look, now we have the 3 of Cups. You're going to be celebrating this move. Three of Pentacles now. People are working with you. Teamwork. Now we have the Knight of Cups. So this really truly does feel like triumph after difficulty, because there is some difficulty here that's causing you to have to move somewhere. But there's celebration. You know, maybe people are happy that you're moving. I feel like you're moving back home or towards people that are a lot more considerate, because we go from this Five of Wands, which is so weird because the Five of Wands and kind of the Tower are the only cards that are telling me there's something going on here that's disrupting your peace. Everything else looks good, doesn't it? So there's a bit of turbulence, turbulence here. But it really does work out in the end. It really, truly does. You get back on track. Things come back into balance, Pisces. You're focused on work, doing something creatively. So for some of you, you might be getting a different job, maybe even a promotion. Maybe this is, you end up having to leave that one behind for whatever reasons, a turmoil, and you move on to something even better. That's what this feels like. Either something icky happens, but then something wonderful happens because of it. That's happened to me many times in my life. So you're getting back on track here, getting back into balance. Now, this could be a couple different things here. This Eight of Pentacles is path to mastery. Well on your way to being very successful. You're probably already, this is saying that in the future, if you're not already here, you're going to be making decent money. It could be because you're following a heart's desire here. Excuse me. Still sick. Or someone could be coming in. Feels like a knight in shining armor. Someone who's just very caring, very open to giving and receiving. Good person. But this is also you once again. So this could be you following your heart's desire. You're showing up in the same row here. But whatever this turbulence is that kind of shakes things up, it's all for the better in the long run. Loyal heart. You do have some very loyal friends here. Take the lead. You definitely have to. Whatever is going on in this situation, only you can fix it. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. There we go. Interesting. Whale. Great worry over nothing. Yep. We have scissors, disappointment, and some affair. But it works out. Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. That's what you're leaving behind here. You're cutting this out. That Five of Wands. You're taking the lead and changing this situation. Good for you. All right, Pisces, that is your November forecast. Let me know if this resonated with you in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.